Welcome back, everybody. I'm Frank. He is John. He's our Pick Five maven, and you can read his selections every day of live racing on the racingbiz.com. Hey, John, what's going on?
Well, Frank, I was saying off air, it's kind of like calm before the storm. A lot of big stakes out is coming up to wrap up 2025. No stakes today, but still a very nice 10 race card. A stakes winner, recent stakes winner, is in this sequence. And I think it's a very playable pick five.
Yeah, no, it seems you've put together a ticket, which I think is
Hmm.
$36 and some of the horses you have, I think in the first leg are on the AE. So
That's
um,
correct. The
may
12 and the 13, I do believe. So do keep in mind, so do keep scratchers in mind when playing your pick five. Fortunately, the good folks of the Maryland Jockey Club often get scratches out early, so be sure to check before putting in your pick five ticket.
All right. So the pick five starts in race six. Got to get five in a row right to hit it.
Hmm.
12% takeout. So it's a low takeout. It's a good wager. It's a fun wager. At least it's a fun wager if you could get past the first leg or two and you have something to
Sure,
be
get some
excited
entertainment
about.
at least.
Um, but uh, but it is a fun wager, low takeout, good value. So get in a ticket here. Let's see if we can help you find some horses to play. And John, you've got a couple spotlight horses here, and then at the end of this, we'll talk about your ticket as a whole. But let's
Mhm.
talk about your spotlight horses first, and let's spin ahead to race seven. That's a first allowance on the grass going 9 furlongs. And you mentioned a previous stakes winner. That is one of your spotlight horses here worth a dime.
That's correct. Number six, worth the dime at a very generous 10 to 1 on the morning line. I don't think you'll quite get that, but she does look very live nonetheless. She was completely dismissed in the Maryland Million Ladies last time out, going off at 11 to 1. She had never won around two turns before, but did so that day. And not only did so with absolute authority. She was towards the back of the pack on the final turn and just kicked away like a locomotive, won by 2.5 lengths, easily split rivals, ran a career best figure on the Brisnet scale of 85. Jorge Ruiz, who has been having a fantastic meet, especially with his grass runners, he rode her for the first time that day. He keeps the mount. She's stepping back up to a class where she's kind of struggled before, but I think she's rapidly getting better. And if she duplicates her last race, she'll be tough to beat. So I'm going to use her and number nine, Tap the Champagne, coming off a nice maiden win in her last try.
Yeah, Jorge Ruiz gives this horse just a perfect trip in the Maryland Million Ladies, bides his time at the rear, waits for the horses to start to kind of drift this way and that way when they get into the lane, and then splits and, as you said, powers home. If she's going to reprise that kind of late running style, she needs that trip again or something similar. Is that a concern for you at all?
If anybody is going to work that trip out again, it's going to be Jorge Ruiz. I also don't think it's that big a class jump compared to what she saw in the ladies. So I have the utmost confidence that she'll get set up that she wants, hopefully stalking the pace, maybe a Catholic two off the rail and overpowering the field from there.
You're going to dismiss here frequent runner-up in this at this level, Mopo. Concerned about that rival?
Keyword being frequent runner-up, which means she often goes off at low prices and loses. I mean, she's already come in second 4 times in a row against first-level foes, twice at 2 to 1 or less. If she beats me, she beats me, but there's worse horses to toss than horses who have come in second 6 times in 8 races.
All right, let's head to your next spotlight horse. That's going to be also in race eight. That's a mile and a 16th on the main track, Fillies and Mares first level allowance. I imagine at least part of the logic of this horse is Lone Speed.
That's right. It's number six, Sassafrasness, 6 to 5 on the morning line, a likely single on many tickets. Homebred for Jamie Ness, Martin Chuan, who has been riding a lot of Ness horses ever since Jamie Rodriguez decamped to Aqueduct, has the mount. Chuan rode this horse last time for her third consecutive win against similar types at Delaware Park. She got forced into setting a pretty fast second quarter, went that split in 23 and change, had a clear lead at the top of the stretch, still held on over at Atlantis Queen, who's also in this race. Those two were 10 lengths clear of third. Um, 2 starts back on a mile. She proved she had no trouble with the distance whatsoever, kicked away to win by almost 5, ran a career best 91, and has worked very well since then, turning in a bullet workout at Delaware last Tuesday. As you mentioned, I don't think there's anyone who can run with her. We know that she can handle 2 turns. I think she goes to the front and does not look back.
Now she is cross-entered on she's cross-entered tomorrow, Friday. We're filming Thursday. If she goes in that other race, what's plan B for you?
Plan B would be number 3, Intrepid Mo for Gary Capuano, who, as we've talked about, has been having a fantastic meet. Michael Sanchez has to call on this one. She was a sharp non-winner, a 2 winner last time out, going 7 furlongs, and in fact finished third to Sassafrasness 2 starts back. She's in rapidly improving form. Gary Capuano in recent times hitting at 35% with horses who won their last race. So I think she is, if you will, a good backup single.
So you're interesting. I want to push on this a little bit because Capuano's got 2 in here, and go-to rider Hazelwood lands on the other one, Atlantis Queen. Why Intrepid Mo rather than Atlantis Queen?
Intrepid Mo is more lightly raced. She is in quickly improving form, and Atlantis Queen, like Mopo earlier, has a bit of a case of second-itis. She's raced 13 times, only won once. She has had many tries against first-level company, and she always loses, oftentimes at low prices. She lost with Hazelwood, riding twice, so I don't think him in the saddle is as big a positive as it usually is. And if I have to pick one Gary Cap, I'd rather go with Intrepid Mo.
All right, so that's you're gonna single Sassafrasness, assuming she posts, and if not, Intrepid Mo. That's the 3
Hmm.
horse. Let's put up your ticket now, John, and you can walk us through it. You start off with casting the net pretty wide, and then it gets pretty narrow after that.
That's right. Starting off the sequence going 6 deep at the starter optional claiming race, affiliated mares on the grass. Those races are generally pretty chaotic. Then, as we talked about, going 2 deep in race number 7, singling in race 8. Also want to note that on Friday, Sassafrasness is in a coupled entry with Concrete Phase. I'm hoping Concrete Phase goes Friday and Sassafrasness goes Saturday. However, we will see. Race number 9, 2 deep in there, first level sprint at 5.5 furlongs. The 1, Bucaro for Mike Trombetta, a stakes winner on synthetic, stakes placed on grass. I think this is a good spot for him. Also, the 6, Dalinar, who has a lot of early speed for Lynn Ashby. And then race 10, nominals are 2 claiming, going 3 deep, 1, 2, and 6.
So if the number 6 has a big day, you'll have a pretty good day because you got a lot of sixes in here.
That's correct. I have 4 6s out of 5. Halloween may have passed, but 666 is still the number to cheer for.
The number of the beast, huh? All right. All right, that's John's ticket. It's a $36 ticket. Late pick 5 at Laurel Park starts Saturday in race 6, 12% takeout, playable ticket. Good luck, John.
Thank you, Frank.